It's about 5 p.m. here on Saturday, February 1st, 2025. I just moved the sheep to a new row and the cows to where the sheep were. I unrolled a new bale of hay in the new row, and there were some sheep that got out, but they were close enough to the wire that I can just rope them in when I set up the new wire. So it looks like the grass must be growing because the sheep like to escape to the south and nibble on that green stuff. Even though it's not growing very much. But in an effort to try to curb their enthusiasm, because I want to give the grass a little bit of a chance to grow, I moved the top wire to the third hook and kept the middle wire where it's at. And I'm thinking that I might have to find some extra reels and do 3 wires. I don't know if that'll make a big difference. The sheep have learned to just run right through the wire. Anyway, I got to move the water over so the sheep have water. I wanted to take a little bit of a break. Oh, man. Whew. It's about 68 degrees right now, kind of warm. As you can see, the sun is bright. It's a cloudless day. A little bit of wind from the south. We're going to get temperatures in the upper 70s this week. The next week, just rain. So that's going to be what's going to happen. Let's go through the road really quick. I'll show you what the sheep did versus what the cows did. So you can see the sheep, they have very minimal impact, especially when it's raining. They don't really tear up the ground that much. They don't like mud, and they don't like to get their feet wet. So they don't like to walk in the mud. So they kind of leave the ground alone. But the cows, already in the short time they've been here, you can see they're putting their hoof marks in there and mixing up that upper level of the soil. This is the row they were in. It's just turned into a mud pit. All that rain we got. And I did unroll a total of 2.5 bales of hay, I'd say. There's quite a bit of hay left, but there's manure in it and stuff. I don't really expect the cows to go after unless they're starving, which they shouldn't be. That's not my goal right now. I don't want to starve my cows. So yeah, they really turned up that upper layer. The ground seems to recover pretty quickly, as long as it's not too much. Maybe the hay mixed in with the mud there. Either we're going to get some good bricks when the heat comes, or maybe some good grass. We'll see. Yeah, Blackie's hollow. Why are you hollow, Blackie? You should be eating more food. Let's check on some other animals. Here's a steer. He's a little bit hollow. Or is that just mud? Number 44? Looks like number 10, the Brangus is doing really good. Metal tags doing okay. Number 14's a little bit hollow. Not much. Yellow's a little bit hollow. 6, it's not too hollow, just a little tiny bit. This guy's a little bit hollow. And blue's a little bit hollow. Right there, that's where the hollow is. There's like a line, a triangle, upside down triangle here. So, blue's friendly to me, right, Blue? She was digging down there underneath the hay for something. I don't know what she was looking for, but anyway. And the ground's all tore up, as you might expect. I had a little bit of problem moving the cows because they wanted to go straight for the hay. They didn't want to go around. So every time I'd get them close to where the gate was, they'd want to turn around and come back because they thought they were going the wrong way. So I eventually had to use a hot wire. So when they turned around, I could touch them with the hot wire and they'd get a little jolt. And remember that they're supposed to move down the row to go to the next row. You know, some of them are a little bit stubborn. They're not used to moving like they used to be. I probably won't be moving the cows daily until at least mid-March, maybe early April. Mid-April is when I expect the calves to come. That's when I time the bulls. So take a look at Speck here. Yeah, she has a little bit of food in her, in that triangle. The puppies are following me around the field. It's kind of annoying. I moved their dog feeder down here. They all know they have food down here. One of the puppies decided to jump into the ram pen. I assume to be with his mama. The new puppy feeder I built is working well. And I planted some onions. I don't know if I mentioned that already. That was yesterday. I had some onion starters, so I planted a bunch. 2 bunches actually. I don't know how many that is, but maybe 20 or 30. Kind of an experiment. I just dug a hole in the pasture and just dropped them in. I didn't like clear the ground or anything. I'm going to try planting some radishes as well. Some the Japanese Daikon radishes. See what they do. The goal is to get the veggies. I want to harvest onions and I want to harvest radishes. I'm also going to try, I think, planting the Korean baechu. It's called Napa Cabbage. So I am not a farmer. I've never done this before. We've done gardening in the past. We've been pretty successful at gardening. But that was in suburbia where we didn't have wild animals prowling all over. And we had wooden fences that were somewhat secure. So this will be a little bit of a different experience. And I'm going to learn what works and what doesn't. So hopefully we'll get some, at least some information on what works. Man, number 10, you're just a beautiful cow. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. You have a wonderful Sunday. Take care and bye-bye.